What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You guys know it's your boy Kevo, man. All right, so today we're gonna check out Ferdinand Marcos, his son, is apparently running for the presidency of the Philippines, and a lot of people have mixed emotions about that. Some people say that Marcos was one of the best president of the Philippines, and then you got the others that said Marcos was some of the worst president of the Philippines. So anyways, we're about to check out this video. It's gonna tell us of the survivors of the tale of Marcos, the people who survived the martial law and the worst president of the Philippines. So we're about to check that out and what people gotta say. All right, anyways, before we get into the video, guys, give the video a big thumbs up. That helps me a lot. Subscribe, you guys, new, turn that post notification bells on, and yeah, let's get in this video, man. Let's go.
Martial law victim po ako nung panahon ng Marcos.
Martial law.
Walking along the streets and alleys of Caloocan are Danilo de la Fuente and Santiago Metella. They're bringing stickers and leaflets to go with their personal stories of torture during the Ferdinand Marcos regime.
I experienced the mental torture of Russian roulette. A .38 caliber revolver with one bullet was spun 3 times and pointed at me. Live wires were connected to my middle fingers and my toes while I was standing on a wet surface. I could feel the surge through my arms.
Wow. I don't know. Did this actually happen? You guys believe that back in the day when Marcos was the president, that he actually commanded his military or police to put one bullet in a gun and spit like Russian roulette? Or do you guys think that was kind of a made-up story? Is that true? It's hard for me to believe something like this, like a president would order his guys to do something like that. Like, maybe there are the corrupt police officers. I believe that. There are corrupt police officers who think it's funny or enjoy doing stuff like that. But I can't see a president doing that. Let me know in the comments down below. How many of you guys experience stories like this? Or how many of you guys actually have family members who can tell you, yes, that actually did happen. Yes, Kevo, that stuff happened. Marcos did that. Or do you guys have, in the comments down below, I want to see you guys who are saying like that's completely like BS. That never happened. Let me know in the comments.
I was electric shocked through my private part. They beat me up. They imprisoned me in a very dark cell.
During Marcos' 2-decade reign from the mid-1960s to the mid-80s, thousands of people were tortured, killed, or disappeared. The Marcos family is accused of stealing $5 billion to $10 billion from the government while he was in power. Now the late dictator's son and namesake holds a wide lead in the polls for the May 9th presidential election.
You see, this is what I find so hard. His son, like, even though everyone says all these bad things happen, why is his son so far ahead? All right? You would think that majority of the people in the Philippines would remember the story and the tale of what happened. So it's kind of hard to believe, like when I hear this torture and all this thing going on, how bad he was, that actually happened. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just an outsider, and this is how I'm viewing it. But it's just so hard to like see so many people who actually said this guy was a great president. He wanted to get better to the country, and then after you hear the other side, I would say he was the worst president. He tortured everybody, and he stole money from the Philippines. So why is his son so far ahead in the poll? Why is his son so far ahead in the poll? I want to know why. Comments down below.
Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has not addressed the atrocities that happened when his father was in power.
That's a different man.
He dismissed questions from local reporters about the billions of dollars in unpaid estate taxes that the family owes the government.
Our main motive of going house to house to campaign is to hold them accountable for their ill-gotten wealth, their attempt to tell historical lies in favor of their family, and their record of stealing public funds. That is why we do not want him to win.
But then again, when you hear this guy, like, I know, like, I've personally known people who have got, like, let's completely different thing, but like got sexually assaulted or raped, and no one believed their stories till it was like the end, and after they just couldn't deal with it, and they off themselves. But also, I've heard stories of people who are just make up things and they believe it. Like, they'll make it up and they'll believe it, and in their mind, it happened to them. So, like, I don't know if it's true, man. It's like, I want to believe this guy. I really do. I really want to do. But it's just, like, for me looking outside, like, I just see, like, so many positive things over, like, the negative. So, what's wrong with that picture?
These two men do not always get a warm reception.
Yeah.
Someone off camera warns they could get hurt. Nerissa Roa Azania is a 54-year-old grandmother who runs a small stand selling snacks and cigarettes.
Marshalo, biktim ho kaming dalawa nung panahon ni Marcos.
She dismissed De La Fuente and Matella's talk about torture.
See? Here we go.
For me, it was fake news because I didn't know anything about it. If I experienced it myself, I would say that it's true, but I didn't, so for me, it's fake news.
Okay.
Carlos Conde of Human Rights Watch says this opinion is not uncommon for many older generations who did not see the abuses firsthand. And many young voters who were not alive during the Marcos regime have been influenced by massive social media disinformation campaigns.
Flipping the story about the corruption, people are saying that the Marcos era was the golden years of the Philippines.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
It's the opposite of what actually happened.
So this guy say it's the opposite of what actually happened. I don't know. I feel like I gotta do a deep dive about this, man. Like, honestly, just go do some more research. Find out some more stories about this. Like, I want to know what exactly happened, man. Like, I don't want to read the comments up. You guys comment down below. Let me know what exactly happened. Because I'm hearing so many different stories, man. There's just so many things happening.
So for De La Fuente and Matella, the work continues to try to bring the truth to one voter at a time. Dave Grunebaum for VOA News, Caloocan, Philippines.
Okay. So after watching that, how do you guys feel? Do you guys think it's fake news? Do you guys feel it's fake news? Do you feel that they're just trying to tarnish Marcos's name? Do you guys believe that Marcos stole billions of dollars from the Philippines, hit the goal, ran away? In my experience, I did a couple of videos of Marcos, man. And when I looked at the videos of Ferdinand Marcos, honestly, this guy back in the day was Philippines had one of the greatest armies. Philippines had missiles. Philippines had the best equipment back in the day. And Philippines seemed like they had modern cars. The cities look brand new. These are old documentary videos that I've watched. And the Philippines looks really good during the Marcos era. But then after, I also have watched the videos of when Marcos declared martial law to keep himself empowered. A lot of like drugs and stuff like that going on, and people uprising against it. They didn't want to listen. But then it's hard. It's really hard to, like, who is right? Who is right? Of the people who say that Marcos was the greatest president, the truth, like they're telling the truth, or other people saying that Marcos did abusive, Marcos was the worst president? Are they telling the truth? Like right now, if I had to pick, all right, this is just my opinion. Doesn't matter. Not really matter if it matters to you guys, but this is my opinion. I think from what I've seen, Marcos did a great job. From what people I've talked to, my friends in the Philippines, like these are my friends, younger and older guys. I have some older friends as well. They told me, yeah, he did a lot for the Philippines. He did great. This is why a lot of the Filipino people, they like President Duterte right now. Because President Duterte kind of did what Marcos did and carried on and actually tried to make the Philippines good. He didn't just say he was going to do it. He actually did it. But there are people saying, President Duterte was the worst president as well. So I guess there's, both sides. People who like them and people who don't like them, all right? So anyways, that's the end of the video. That was my opinion, all right? That's just opinion. All right? That's just an opinion, guys. I don't want you guys roasting me in the comments. But just tell me what you guys think in the comments down below, all right? But don't roast me. That's just an opinion. Everyone has their right to an opinion, all right? Anyways, I'm out. Bye.